Picture this. You're at a brilliant weekend catch-up with your friends. Somebody cracks a hilarious joke, you throw your head back for a big, genuine laugh, and the camera flashes? Later on, when you're looking at that photo, your eye doesn't go to your great outfit or the perfect lighting, does it? Nope. It goes straight to that dark, metallic gray shadow sitting right in the back corner of your mouth. If you have ever felt self-conscious about a dark metal filling like that, or maybe you've got a brand new cavity that you are just spraying nobody will ever be able to see, welcome to this explainer. Today, we are bringing you an exclusive look into the ultimate invisible fix. This is all based on the genuinely outstanding work of My Gentle Dentist at Brookside. Situated right in the heart of Brisbane's northwest, their clinic operates on a very simple but honestly profound truth. Modern healthcare shouldn't just restore your teeth. It absolutely needs to protect your confidence too. So let's explore exactly how they pull that off. Section 1. The metal filling problem. The ghost of fillings past. Okay. Let's dive into this. To truly appreciate this modern, invisible fix, we first have to examine the 20th century plumbing it replaced, amalgam. Now, purely as a piece of plumbing, the old amalgam filling worked because it was undeniably tough, but it came with two massive flaws. First up, the aesthetic. I mean, it literally looks like a permanent, tiny storm cloud trapped inside your tooth. But the second flaw? That's where the real hidden problem lies. The structural damage. Think about it like this. Metal naturally expands and contracts when exposed to hot and cold temperatures. So over the years, as you're sipping your steaming hot morning coffees and enjoying your freezing iced gelatos in the afternoon, those hard metal patches subtly flex. It's this slow, relentless, totally invisible pressure that frequently causes the natural tooth wall around the filling to suffer from microcracks. You are literally slowly fracturing the very tooth you were trying to save. And there's just a stark contrast in how we physically approach this now compared to the past. See, with the old amalgam method, metal doesn't naturally stick to bone or enamel, so dentists actually had to drill away perfectly healthy tooth structure just to create a wide box, like a physical undercut, to mechanically wedge and trap that liquid metal in place. Compare that to modern methods today, which rely on superior micromechanical bonding. We are no longer just wedging metal into a drilled hole. Instead, we are actively saving your healthy tooth structure and chemically bonding the filling directly to it. It is a complete paradigm shift in dental care. Section 2. The chameleon effect. The chemistry of white fillings. So what exactly is the chemistry behind this invisible fix? Well, in the dental world, these modern white fillings are known as composite resin restorations. Now, this isn't just some standard everyday plastic. We're talking about a highly sophisticated blend of acrylic resin that's fortified with microscopic powdered glass and ceramic particles. But why does that actually matter to you? Well, when you sit in the chair at Brookside, they don't just grab some generic tube of white. Your teeth are entirely unique. They've got custom translucency, tiny variations in cream or pearl tones, and they reflect light in their own special way. So clinicians use a professional shade matching guide to select a composite tint that acts exactly like a chameleon. It perfectly mimics your surrounding enamel, so the repair completely vanishes into your natural smile. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is how this incredible material actually sets inside your mouth. And the magic number? 20. Unlike metal that just sits there passively inside a drilled box, composite resin actively becomes one with your tooth. The dentist supplies a gentle conditioning gel, places that precisely color-matched resin, and then uses a specialized high-intensity blue light. In roughly 20 seconds, that light cures the material, fusing the resin directly to the natural calcium of your tooth. It essentially locks the whole tooth together, immediately giving it back its original structural integrity. It is fast, incredibly efficient, and honestly just a fascinating application of modern chemistry. Section 3. The Artisan Dental Experience. The Brookside Guarantee. Of course, cutting-edge materials are really only half the story. Because the clinic is literally named Gentle Dentist, the soothing way these modern fillings are placed matters just as much as the high-tech materials themselves. This all builds into what they call the zero-anxiety process. Whether you're replacing an old, unsightly gray filling or treating a brand new cavity, the whole procedure should be remarkably relaxing. Step 1, they make absolutely sure the tooth is profoundly numb. No rushing, zero discomfort. Step 2 is microscopic footprint removal. Because that composite resin bonds directly to the tooth, dentists can practice ultra-conservative dentistry. They safely target and remove only the exact microscopic footprint of the decay, saving as much of your natural tooth structure as humanly possible. Then, step 3 involves carefully layering the composite and actually sculpting the natural grooves of real tooth anatomy right into the top of it. And finally, step 4 is a high-gloss artisan polish. Every single step here is designed from the ground up to keep you entirely stress-free. And the final result of all that meticulous sculpting and polishing, well, when you run your tongue over it, it doesn't feel like a chalky chalkboard, which is so often that gritty, annoying sensation you get with older, cheaper dental work. Instead, it feels like wet, smooth, natural glass. It's a subtle sensory detail, but it truly sets modern artisan dentistry apart. It doesn't just look like your real tooth. It actually feels exactly like it too. And this brilliantly illustrates the core philosophy at My Gentle Dentist at Brookside. They say, a restored tooth shouldn't look like it's been repaired, it should look like it never had a problem in the first place. I just love that. They aren't out here just plugging a hole to get you out the door quickly. They are fiercely dedicated to a seamless, invisible artistry that completely respects and restores your natural anatomy. Section 4. Upgrading your smile. Seamless results in under an hour. Which brings us to the practical application of all this source material. Whether you've got a chipped front tooth that's bothering you, or you are just so tired of seeing that flash of silver when you laugh, the clinic notes that this transformative process is incredibly fast. We're talking less than an hour for the whole shebang. So for those of you local to Mitchelton, Everton Park, or the wider Northwest Brisbane community, their documentation points you right to mygentledentistbrookside.com.au. You can jump online to secure a bespoke consultation, or just pop right into their Brookside Hub clinic to meet the stress-free team directly. I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to really chew on. Is an old filling holding your real smile back from the world? Remember, your smile is the very first thing you introduce to the world when you meet someone new. It's a vital, living part of your confidence. So please, don't let a dark artifact of 20th century dentistry keep you from laughing freely at that next weekend catch-up. Live well, smile freely, and thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope you found the science and artistry behind this invisible fix as absolutely fascinating as I did.